It is time now for the Peter Channel News Bar Report. Thursday morning, September 18th, 2014. Welcome to Thursday morning, September 18th, 2014. Here now, your news headlines. There. Our top story is police and Australian investigators work at a home in Guildford in suburban Sydney, Australia after about 800 federal and state police officers raided more than 24 properties as part of an operation. In Edinburgh, Scott began voting an independence referendum on Thursday that will decide the fate of the United Kingdom after opinion polls showed hundreds of thousands of them were still agonizing over whether to stay with a 370-year. Facing a fierce militant enemy that was well armed and entrenched, elite U.S. Special Operations troops deployed to a wild country in order to coordinate U.S. Few actors or constraints in the animal kingdom are awarded a headline that would have befit mankind. The chimpanzee, however, is a section. Charlottesville, Virginia. Police said that they reviewed additional surveillance videos from the two businesses showing a missing University of Virginia student and others walked into the night she disappeared. Wall Street Journal's John Hilsenrath discussing the Federal Reserve Fed cautious course of rate rises. Making it in the National Football League means overcoming virtually insurmountable odds. So when a player finally does so, he should enjoy every minute of it. Supporters of the Yes campaign gathered at Glasgow, Scotland on Tuesday. New Delhi, a standoff between Indian and Chinese soldiers overshadowed the visit to New Delhi of China's President Xi Jinping on Thursday with a $20 billion investment pledge eclipsed by Gurba's comments from India's new Prime Minister. Vienna, the European Union said on Thursday it was disappointed with a lack of progress by Iran in addressing concerns about its suspected atomic bomb research, pressuring Tehran to cooperate with a long-stalled UN watchdog inquiry. Through Hurricane Odell, we get out. The Pacific storm is slamming southern Arizona. Luckily, Tucson has been spared by the storm. Yes camping and no camping points are set at a polling place in Edinburgh, Scotland. The European Central Bank first targeted loan program came in below estimates and decided that President Mario Draghi has a way to go to meet his stimulus target. U.S. stock futures were rising Thursday, a day after the Dow Jones Industrial Average set a new record given a lift from the Federal Reserve after the central bank said it would keep interest rates near zero for a considerable time. In addition to an Apple new mobile operating system includes an interactive notifications and updated photo app and a tighter integration between iOS and OS X devices. Amazon is providing more bang for the buck with 4 new Fire tablets with prices started as low as $99 for a Fire HD with a 6-inch screen. Apple says the price of the iPhone 6 is even $199, $299, or $399. The right on their website. Apple outlined its new privacy policy and set up a site to explain what information it collects from users and how it handles it as a company enters new areas like tracking and mobile payments that have potentially private implications. He became the first musician to ever take home to top prize reality show. The impressive illusion is held off singer Early West with a $1 million process in order to chance to headline his own show in Las Vegas. While Channing Tatum pretty much prominent fans of the whole cast and back-to-back will be back up to follow up XXL director Gregory Jacobs just confirmed, but Matthew McConaughey won't be stripping off the sequel. Joan Rivers has left her $150 million fortune to the daughter Melissa Rivers, her grandson Cooper, and perhaps most important to her 4 beloved rescue pups. Arizona Cardinals running back Jonathan Dwyer rushes for a touchdown as Jonathan Dwyer, Phoenix Arizona Cardinals running back, arrested and downgraded assault charges. The Oakland A's late mail paved the way for the Angels to clinch the rest as Adam Wainwright shares in the St. Louis and the Giants and the Boston Red Sox get pounded by the Pittsburgh Pirates down to Pittsburgh 9-1 last night. The impasse of negotiation between the Blue Jackets and the number 1 center Ryan Johansson has made for Royce and Fulbright. Yesterday, the situation entered much ugly rail. Astronomers using data from NASA's Hubble Space Telescopic Ground Observation have found an unknown object in an improbable place, a monster black hole lurking inside one of the tightest galaxies ever known. Some had dark skin and blush, some had light skin and brown eyes, and they don't want to show what some others look like, but according to the new study of ancient human genomes, there are 3 very different populations get together, some ability to remain. 4 billion years ago, Mars may have looked completely different and water could have flowed across the planet's surface. There might have been life. In a large international study, scientists have identified 23 new genetic variants differences in the sequences of DNA that raise men's risk of developing prostate cancer above the population average. The Emergency Operations Center at the weekend held a workshop for 19 journalists where they are taught the fundamentals about Ebola virus diseases, EVD, and the best way to report the outbreak. Here, take a look at stock markets here. Stock futures 17,127 up 58. SP futures 2001 and a half up 7 3 quarters, and Nasdaq futures 1483 quarters up 15 and a half. Here, European markets DAX 975.63 up 94.13. FTSE 6807.38 up 26.48. CAC 4460.13 up 28.72. Asian markets here 6060.57 indicate up 170.90. Shanghai 2350.90 up 801. HSI 24168.72 down 207.69. Here. Dow Jones at a time 17156.85 up 24.88. SP 500 2001.57 up 259. And Nasdaq 4562.19 up 943. Oil markets here, 94 and a half, up 8 cents, Brent 98.92, down 5 cents, and natural gas 3.986, down 27,000 point here. In the gold, 1224.30, down 11.60, silver 18.52, down 214,000 point. In the copper, 3.128, down 155,000 point here. US 10-year yield 2.6217%, down up to 2,000 point. Germany 10-year yield 1.078%, up to 3,000 point, and Germany's 10-year yield 4.72% unchanged. In the FX, European US dollar 128.84 up 19,000 point. US dollar Germany's yen 108.70 up 33,000 point. And Great Britain pound US dollar 1.6332 up 59,000 point. Here channel news time 7:37. It's time now for a little travel report here. And take a look at Greater Boston here, and it shows expressway at the northbound side, bumper to bumper from the split all the way down from Dorchester to the northbound side of the Southeast Expressway. 120 on the southbound side slow from Randolph down to the Braintree split. 120 on the northbound side slow from Braintree all the way out to Route 20 west and 120 on the southbound side slow from Linfield all the way down to Lake Kinnear. 93 on the southbound side backed up from 120 and ready down to down for the Zaka Bridge here. Route 1 on the southbound side slow from Everett down to the Leverett connector here, and Mass Park to the eastbound side backed up from Westport all the way out to Austin Bradley Tolls here. In Route 3 on the southbound side slow from North Chumps to the Billwaker, and slow from 62 to down 128. 93 on the southbound side slow from 110 all the way down from Wilmington. 95 more 5 from Peabody up to the New Hampshire border here. 195 southbound side slow from Haverhill all the way out to Route 93 in Andover here. 95 northbound slow from Sharon all the way down to 120 in Canton. 24 north slow from 123 in Brockton all the way up to 120 in Randolph. And Route 3 slow from 228 in Rockland all the way down to the Braintree split here. And the border Sagamore bridges are modified. Route 28 a little slow around the border rotary on the northbound side here. And 195 westbound side slow from 114 to the downtown Providence. 95 south slow from the Pawtucket curves down 146. 146 south little slow from Route 50 down to 95. Route 60 eastbound side slow to Johnson, and Route 610 connector slow to the 95 Providence, and 146 little slow over North Smithfield here. Hater Tellers on 739. Time now for the weather report here on this Thursday morning here. And today, sunny skies had here 75 degrees, north for about 6 miles per hour. Tonight, forecast got low of 44 degrees, and cold wind becoming north for about 5 to 7 miles per hour after midnight. Here, for Friday, sunny skies under 63 degrees, north for about 6 to 8 miles per hour. Friday night, most of the coast got low 41 degrees, light east wind. There. Saturday, most of the skies under 70 degrees, cold wind becoming 7 around 5 to 9 miles per hour in the morning. Saturday night, forecast got low 56 degrees. Sunday, most of the skies are 78 degrees. Saturday night, chance of showers, most skies got low 59 degrees. Transpiration 30%. Monday, part of the skies are 74 degrees. Monday night, podcast got low 49 degrees. Tuesday, most of the skies are 67 degrees. Tuesday night, podcast got low 47 degrees. And from Wednesday, skies got 67 degrees. Here, here's what phrase of the day. a sunny and a terrific Thursday store. Not temperature, 38 degrees, and it's coming in at Peter Chell News Model Report on this September 18, 2014. Day. Thursday, PJ was a good day. What a good positive. I'll see you for the late night report because I'm going to be in Ann Arbor and going to watch the soccer game at Northern Eye. Have a good day. Go Huskers!